Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, John Richardson, Lee Mack, Harriet Hemsley, Munya Chihuahua, David O'Doherty, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
And welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show about letters, numbers and conundrums. If you've never seen the show before, it's a bit like your mum. It couldn't be easier. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's team captain John Richardson. I'm not saying John is a freak, but when his parents walked into his teenage bedroom and caught him with the Hoover on maximum suck mode, it was actually because he was doing the hoovering.
My parents divorced when I was young, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it was your fault. And John's teammate, Harriet Kemsley. Harriet once performed at the UK vegan festival Veg Fest, and you thought the toilets at Glastonbury sounded bad. Up against it this evening, it's guest team captain Lee Mack. Lee used to work as a bingo caller, shouting numbers at old people all afternoons. Pretty much what Rachel does now. And joining Lee tonight, it's Munya Chihuahua. Munya Chihuahua's full name is Munya Radzi Oliver Chihuahua. It's an interesting... Am I saying that right? Is it Oliver?
I mean, to be honest, I'm actually just pleased you've said it correctly, because I've been called everything under the sun.
What have you been called?
I've been called Mumby, Munwa, Daddy, Munchie. You know, 2 weeks ago I was in a bar, I met a friend of a friend, and he said, "What's your name?" I said, "Munya." He said, "William." He said, "William." He colonised me on the spot.
Munya? You mean William?
It frustrates me because in Britain you come up with words like anti-disestablishmentarianism. I ask someone to say Munya, and it's like I've asked them to sing the Botswana national anthem in Swahili.
Would you like me to?
Only if you do the accent and get cancelled.
Munya, what's the coolest thing you've ever done?
The time that I had to walk across a pit of crocodiles to become head boy.
What?
Now, I actually grew up in Zimbabwe, OK, where you've got crocodiles. Now, in Zimbabwe, the way they want to select the head students is they put you in this initiation camp. In England, they'll make you head boy if you can get through, like, Shine, Jesus, Shine without wetting yourself in year 4. Right? So I remember having to walk... We walked into this crocodile farm, and the guy showing us around only had one arm for a start. So half the kids ran off. That's 50% eliminated. It's like, basically, Zimbabwe invented Squid Game, innit? OK? Then the rest of us had to walk a plank across this crocodile pit. And as the crocodiles got bigger, the planks got thinner until only the bravest kids would walk across. And it was me.
Well, I'm going to say you think you're on a different show with Lee, and that's a lie.
But if you ask Lee right now, because Lee knows me, Lee, do you believe this could have possibly happened in my life?
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening.
John, have you got any hidden talents?
Have you got any talent?
I hope I've got hidden talents. Yeah, because this can't be it. There's going to be something one day I'm going to just do it and I'm going to be brilliant at it.
Well, you're good at Countdown. You now play Countdown for a living.
Sort of all right. I'm better than, you know, this lot. I watch Real Countdown. So there was one this week. Mad, wasn't it? The guy who was on for his Octo Champ. Scored 100 points and lost on regular... I know you guys don't engage with the real game, but...
I didn't even know it was still on.
Did you say Octo Champ?
Octo Champ. You're only allowed to win 8 on the real show.
And then what? You get killed?
Well, this guy he didn't win his Octo Champ, did he? He was like, I think I've still got a good chance of... he'd kept his collated score to that point, and he knew what his odds were of getting into the end of series championship.
Are you still talking about this?
I know I speak on behalf of the nation when I say you've won 8, so why don't you fuck off?
Lee, what's your biggest regret in life?
Well, I don't know, probably either killing that man in a car park fight or watching the Emoji Movie, probably that. Trusting that proctologist was a real one.
Was he in the park?
He was in a van at Threshers.
Harry, have you got a mascot?
OK, so I have brought my cat.
Ooh.
Let him out, he's going to suffocate.
So your cat has passed over.
Oh, yes, was that not clear?
Yeah, no, that is...
Well, she just got very sick, and I brought her because I loved her so much. Like, I don't know if you've ever loved before, Jimmy, but I really...
What is love?
I really loved that cat. Like, I loved her more than, like, certain family members. Like, not my husband, but, like, my uncle. When I cried, like, that cat licked tears from my face. Like, my uncle has never done that. I'm trying to explain how much I love that cat. Like, well, like, I just had a baby, and, like, people have asked me, like, when I knew that I wanted to have a baby, and the truth is, like, it was the night that my cat died. But, like, I got back from the vets, and I was so sad, and I looked down at my phone, and I've been tracking my periods, and I knew that I could get pregnant that night, and then the soul of my cat could get reincarnated into my baby. And I told my husband that, and he refused to have sex with me.
So whose baby is it?
We'll talk about that later, Jimmy.
Harry and a dead cat, everyone. John, did you bring a mascot? You normally bring a mascot.
Not a lot of people know this about me, because I think people see me as sort of quite a traditional bloke. But I'm actually a big fan of musical theatre. And I actually quite a powerful voice for myself. I was recently in a production of Les Mis.
Who were you in Les Mis?
I was just in the
Not a mouse
audience.
in Les Mis.
Just in the audience, but can't have a show without an audience, right? Speaking of which, I am on tour at the moment. So I've written a musical about this. I've written a musical about our show, so we can.
Sing?
You don't need to sound so worried. I think what you mean is, are you about to sing? No. Are you about to sing? Like,
Yeah. No,
are you about to get your cock out?
You sing with your cock?
I've written a musical about this show. It's called Cats. Does count down. I've had quite an angry letter from Andrew Lloyd Webber. I don't know what he's talking about. They're clearly completely different. So it's very exciting. The only problem is I'm not really very musical, so what I've done is, for the songs, I just ripped off a load of songs from other musicals. So from Mamma Mia, I've got Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy.
How does Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy go? Just sing us a little bit of it. Just sing us a little bit.
So Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy goes, Jimmy, 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 your hair is so shiny. Just one squeezy bottle keeps the grey hairs away. Jimmy, 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 your teeth are so shiny. Let's meet for a coffee at the M6 Bay. I think ABBA are shit. Is that controversial? Wow. Boring songs.
Sure, I mean, compared to this, they're shit. Compared to this, ABBA are nothing. I mean, you've got a talent here.
From the line, this is actually a Susie song. So Susie stands up and sings, Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Unfortunately, it's not in the Oxford English Dictionary, so you don't get the points. Then Your Plastic Surgeon comes on and sings from Wicked, Defying Gravity. Then, obviously, I lose the episode and go home and talk to my wife at length, and she sings from Frozen, Let It Go. Then we end with Grease is the word. Unfortunately, you could have added the D and the other team got greased, so the points go to them. And that's Cats Does Count Down, the musical.
John Richardson, everyone. It's a very good mascot. Munya, have you got a mascot?
Ah, boy, do I. We talk for a living, yeah? Do you ever get to the end of the day and you're just utterly exhausted? You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't spoken to my girlfriend in 2 years. She says to me, Munya, you never talk to me. And I say... So she's got a point. Mustering the energy to even say a simple phrase like, yes, is too much. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Mun Yeah. Now, you just give it a squeeze and it emits a range of affirmative noises. So I'll give you some examples. So my missus comes up to me, she goes, hey, Munya, would you like lasagna for tea? Yeah, boy! The lads come up to me, we're going to the pub, Munya, you want a roll?
Absa-bumba-clark-lootly.
Maybe there's the offer of a bit of friskiness later on. Baby, fancy getting frisky later?
Sure thing, Daddy.
As you can see, this is designed based on me. It comes with my signature face shrubbery, which is locally sourced from my own eyebrows. They are made to scale, as is the bulge, actually, so I don't know if you can see that. That also serves as a speaker and as a reminder that once you go brown, you will spend the entire next day walking around in your dressing gown, OK? Now, each doll also comes with an inbuilt passport because, you know, as they say, once you go brown, the immigration officer will constantly be round. But apart from that, it's a perfect doll. Should everyone here have a Meunier?
Yeah.
There we go.
Chihuahua. Luke,
What?
did you bring him? What?
Yes, James.
Did you bring a mascot?
Oh, yeah, I'm contractually obliged to.
Yeah.
This, Jimmy, is a carriage clock. But not any carriage clock. This was my grandfather's carriage clock, which I inherited in his will. I did when I changed it. And back in the day, my granddad used to work in a factory in Leeds. And in the whole time he was there, he never missed a single day's work. Not in the whole 3.5 weeks he was there. And when he left, they gave him this clock. Well, he took the clock. For me, it's a lesson to the kids out there that there's no limit to what you can achieve in life with a strong work ethic and trousers with massive pockets. But it's also a reminder about how time is short. We're not on this planet Earth for very long, and the clock face is not like your face. You can't reverse it. And also, a clock is a good reminder as well, Jimmy, if I keep that there tonight, that after the show tonight, I've got to get the last train home, so can you stop asking stupid fucking questions?
OK. Over in Dictionary Corner, it's David O'Doherty. David O'Doherty, finally an answer to the question, what would it look like if David O'Doherty let himself go? Here's a question for you. What's the best thing you've ever found?
Oh, like,
I'm not suggesting you're a womble, but there is a similarity.
I found a flashlight. So, do you know, it's like, so it's not a sex aid, it's more like sort of sexy Pringles. It was in the first lockdown, and I was living on an island with my parents, and I felt a bit like Tom Hanks waiting for my volleyball best friend to arrive on the island. And then one day, it washed up. And it was... Yeah, I didn't know what it was initially. I thought it might be a telescope or a lightsaber. And because I was on the island for another 3 months with Jim and Anne, I did spend a lot of time trying to imagine the scenario in which... Because it had fallen off a ship, but I want to know how... so it's a sailor who gets addicted, you know, and the captain's like, "Yar, why is no one swabbing me decks?" or whatever. It's either that or the captain got addicted to it and he attached it to the bottom of the ship's steering wheel. So when he's like, "Yar," you know, I loves the choppy waves. And he was doing it so much, his vision started to go and he didn't see the iceberg. It's a retelling of Titanic, but with my flashlight.
Am I the only one that's not heard of this thing?
What, a flashlight? Looks like a torch. It has a synthetic vagina in it.
No way.
Yeah, it's a modern technology. What are we even doing here? Come on.
I don't really like... Someone asked me, like, how I feel if my husband got a fleshlight, and I wouldn't like it, but, like, it's because, like, I've never seen him wipe down a kitchen surface.
Harriet, I still don't understand with them whether you have to provide the propulsion...
Why are you asking me? I don't know.
Well, it depends which one you buy. There's obviously... There's grades. There's the...
Oh, you've got the best one, haven't you, Jim?
I've got a selection.
Diamond encrusted.
Is any of this broadcasting? And with David, of course, it's Susie Dent. I've got to make a public safety announcement. Please don't listen to Susie's podcast in the bath. That's how we lost Whitney Houston. Wow. Incredible.
I'd say 30 seconds of this is usable so far.
They're upstairs in the gallery going, "We're going to have to keep the flashlights."
OK, Susie, you recently started a new podcast. How's that been going?
Well, I know what you're thinking, but it's actually been really fun. I had a good chat with John. We talked about some great stuff. We talked about fear of balding, fear of death. We talked about his nan's electric can opener. We talked about how white goods are going to outlive us.
What were you trying to do, sedate an elephant?
What else did we talk about?
Talked about swearing, didn't we?
We did talk about swearing. Yeah, we talked
Favourite
about...
swear, Susie?
Well, David and I share the same. Bollocks.
You share the same bollocks?
Susie, you're giving him ammo.
And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley! I'm not saying we could replace Rachel with a robot arm made of Lego, but is it worth getting some Lego just to check? Rachel, you've got 2 kids now. Have you learnt anything about yourself since becoming a parent?
I have recently learned that I'm definitely not into golden showers.
Did I have a blackout then and a different question? He said, what's it like having kids? And you said, I don't like people pissing on me.
No, I get the connection there. That's one of the kids...
Well, you get to the point where you have to potty train them, and then you've got this potty that you carry around, and you have to make the decision of whether you want to try and get rid of the wee or carry around a bowl of wee. And sometimes you make the wrong decision, like by the side of one of those gardens with the gates, and it doesn't fit through. So you think to yourself, well, I'll just, like, chuck it over the top. And then it folds back on itself, and then you learn a lesson.
Wow. And, OK. OK, none of this is usable. We have to play.
Oh, they're going to keep in my story about the good episode.
The prize the teams will be competing for tonight is this, the Countdown Rug.
Does he ever say, no, I'm not doing it?
OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. John, Harry, you get to pick the letters.
OK, shall we have... Oh, I never...
I'm going to intervene.
Yep.
Go on.
No, OK. So could we have 2 vowels and 2 consonants, please?
I-A-T-N.
N. Another 2 vowels, another 2 consonants, please.
E.
Is that good?
A.
It is, except we've got to pick 9, so this game can't go
9.
on forever.
OK. And consonant, please.
And K.
And for the first time today, here's the countdown clock.
Yeah.
These things are dangerous. Munya, how many?
5 for me, Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Yeah, I can give you a hood name if you want.
What's my hood name?
I mean, I grew up in Norwich, so... Farmer Jimmy.
Lee? How
5.
Many? 5.
5.
John?
7.
Harriet?
4.
4. You've got a 4-letter word. Let's hear
Go
them.
for the 6, just in case.
1, 2... OK.
Go on, try the 6.
OK. Picnic.
Picnic.
Is there a sadder moment on television than this moment when Susie has to check it in the dictionary?
What if it is there, though?
What do you mean, what if it's there? Munya?
Panic.
Sorry, was picnic in there?
No, so, do you know what? We never did clarify that, did we? I'm so sorry. I imagine people watching at home
Susie
thinking,
didn't
oh, is
say.
picnic a word? We never got a definition. No, it fucking isn't.
You don't know. Susie didn't say anything.
What do you mean, no, I don't know?
For sure.
I'll check in my dictionary.
Is it a word?
No, it's not, Harriet. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Susie. I just wanted to hear it from Susie, not from you. No offence.
Well, that's me stuff, then I guess knack pick's not in.
Lee, you're 5.
Paint.
Paint.
Yes. What you
Okay.
do on your hair every morning.
John, you're 7 for the points.
Captain.
Captain. Captain, of course. Captain, my captain. David, Susie, could they have done any better?
No better. Pancake is there for another 7. And picante is there as well.
So at the end of that, John and Harry are in the lead with 7 points. On to our first numbers round. OK, Lee, Munya, your turn to pick the numbers.
Rachel, please could we have 2 big, 4 small?
Right, the 4 little ones. 1, 7, 9, 3 in the big ones, 50 and 100.
OK.
823.
Target is 823. Your time starts now. OK, so the target was 823. Munya, did you get it?
Yeah.
Lee, did you get it?
Damn right, brother.
Wow. John, did you get it?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, well,
You didn't
okay,
get
that
it?
No, I
Slightly
didn't.
makes me think
Wow.
the other two are lying. Harriet. Did you get it?
Not yet.
What did you get? How close did you
Well,
get?
I'm not there yet. I'm still working on it. If you just give me a minute.
Famously, this game takes place over 30 seconds.
Right, okay.
It's kind of the whole thing.
I find the countdown very off-putting.
Well, don't come on the show! Munya, how did you get it?
All right, let me tell you what, Jimmy. All right, I'm going to give you 821, but I'm going to throw in a 50, just on the side.
That's a no, then. No, you didn't get it. Lee, did you get it?
I got it.
All right, how'd you get it?
You get the 7 and the 1, you times it by the 100, that gives you 800. You stick on the 50, that's 850. You get the 9, you times it by the 3, which is 27. You knock it off the 50, you've got 923.
Boom.
Skills.
I've got 828.
All right, and within the 30 seconds there, well done. OK, so John and Harriet have 7 points. Lee and Munya have 10. And here is your teaser. The words are Striply. The clue is looks a bit scaly. That Striply looks a bit scaly. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were Striply. The clue was looks a bit scaly. It was, of course, reptiles. OK, they've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Lee and John. Lee, your turn to choose the letters.
3 from the... which is it? Consonant.
Yes.
Consonant.
Consonant. T.
And vowel, please.
I.
Oh, got to go for the consonant.
D.
Vowel, please, Rachel.
A.
Consonant.
T.
T. Oh, put that with the D, just for a laugh. Go on, put it in there. Oh, Angie, put the A next to the D, and I'll try and pull out an H. We'll get tithead. To move it up one, I'll need an H and an E. So let's get the consonant next to the T. You know, well, that's an H. Oh! Titnads. That'll do. Titnad. I'll have a consonant, so I hope we get a plural. Oh, titnadder. That is all right. He's a bit of a titnadder. Vowel. Vowel. Put that between the T and the N. Oh, titty nadder.
Titty Nadder, the lowest point of the tits.
That was my grandmother's name, Titty Nadder.
Very low boobs.
How dare you, that was my grandmother. And finally, we'll take a consonant, please. No, we won't! We'll take a vowel. Oh, I don't like that. Turn it into a C, put it sideways. Another I. Oh, not another I. E, get it up there. Stick it. Can you put the E and the R in the right order? It'll help me in a minute.
OK, and your time starts now.
I finished.
Rachel, do you fancy tossing the pigskin? Can you catch this?
We can give it a go.
This spikes you in the face. Hang on. That's something.
aggressive.
Jesus.
Get it, boys.
Lee, how many?
Oh, my God. 7. Well, you're right, Jimmy.
I'm
So
fine.
excuse the voice, I'm pretending to give a fuck.
I wish I hadn't had an erection when we started this.
You just killed 2 American footballers with it.
Yeah, they're actually impaled. John, how many?
8.
Everyone up. OK, guys, help me up. Come on, come on. Oh, they're so strong. Thank you, guys. Lee, you're 7.
Tainted.
Oh, as in someone's taint. The bit between your testicles and your arsehole, the taint.
Is that what the song Tainted Love's about?
John, you're 8.
Daintier.
Yeah, very
Daintier.
Very good.
Wow. David, Susie, could they have done any better?
Susie got one that was as good as, but not better, and that's nitrated.
Yeah.
OK, so at the end of that, Lee and Munya have 10 points. John and Harriet have 15. Right, now it's time for Harriet and Munya to go head-to-head. Harriet, your turn to pick the numbers.
Well, well, well.
What?
I don't know. What does
that mean?
How the tables have turned.
Well, there's no context for you saying that. You're terrible at this game.
In my head, it was like, everyone's against me, and then now you need me.
I feel like, Harriet, your cat's ashes have turned you into an evil mastermind.
Well.
Harriet, pick the numbers
OK.
and then fail to get the maths.
Can I have, like, the hundred, a couple of the hundreds, a couple of the smaller ones, and then but less with the 5s, more with the 0s. Do you know what I mean? Yes, like that. Yes, and another one with a 0 on the end.
Harriet's got her fingers crossed for 105, hasn't she?
OK, well, let's roll the dice, Rachel.
Right, well, you've accidentally chosen one of the most difficult ones, but you've got 5, 5, 50, 100, 25, 75, and the target.
Oh, please be a 3.
All the best with that. Your time starts now.
800. Oh, it's so hard. Oh.
So the target was 877. Munya, did you get it?
You know what, Jim Bob? Yeah.
Harriet, did you get it?
Well.
Sorry, Harriet, did you get it?
Absolutely not.
How close did you get? What was the last thing you wrote down?
Picnic.
OK. Munya, how did you do it?
OK, 75.
Yes.
Then you've got 5 plus 5 is 10. So 75 times 10 is 750.
750, you're going to do
That's it.
No, you're not.
Well, you've done the hard bit. Now, so you can get the easy bit done.
Now, OK.
You might have used something twice.
Now you add 100.
At 850.
I'm going to add 25,
Yep.
which gives me...
875.
That'll do.
And you know what? We'll leave it there.
2 all way.
No, hang on, I think Harriet might have it.
Do you think Harriet might have it? Do you
Yes,
think?
so if we...
I would imagine even this explanation is going to be tricky.
All that says is, how come I got you?
OK, so why is there brackets?
Yep.
Why is there brackets?
This is madness.
OK, so if we have bracket,
Yep.
100,
Yep.
add 75,
Yep.
close bracket. Beneath that, you write times 5. And then you put a line and then a plus. And then you put 50 and then you put a sideways dash. And then you put... No, but it's sideways, so it's not flat.
Harriet, your dead cat's ashes are actually moving away from you.
And then 25.
And can you finish it off, Harriet?
877.
Oh, yeah. 7 points to Munya. OK, so John and Harriet have 15 points. Lee and Munya have 17, just in the lead. OK, time now to go across the dictionary corner. David and Doherty, what have you got in store for us?
Well, Jimmy, as you know, I'm usually pretty low-key. But sometimes, Susie, I like to drop bombs. And I do it through a comedy song. I'm talking about my beefs, 2023. Things that have been infuriating me constantly, my beefs. 2023, get ready. Fury bombs happening right now. People who vape outside pubs. Don't make me walk through your weird plumes of fruit smoke. Also, you look ridiculous with a robot's wanger in your mouth. Come on. I get it. Vaping has reduced a lot of the cancer from smoking. Do you know what it's also got rid of? The dignity. Come on! Super vet. Yeah, the TV vet. Stop putting wheels on cats. That's all he does. Regardless of what's wrong with the poor cat. She has a few sniffles. She will pop some wheels on her and see where the... My mum. You're gonna have to get over the fact at some point that I was a 10-pound baby. I know it was uncomfortable, but Jesus Christ, it was a long time ago. Also, it wasn't my fault. I wasn't even born yet. If anything, it was her fault. I think pasta had just come to Ireland and Anne and Jim were shoveling it in the whole time. I was taking it down the tube. Gnocchi, spuds and pasta. Are you joking me? Finally. People who say laughter is the best medicine. Do you remember the frickin' pandemic? Do you remember that? Laughter wasn't medicine at all. It was a death cloud of doom smoke, if I'm honest. Also, it was difficult when your business is trying to make people laugh. These skills are non-transferable. I've been doing comedy for 20 years. I basically have one joke, and it's this. What does this button do? Sort it out, world. If you mess with me anymore, you risk being part of my beefs. 2024.
And here is your teaser. The words are tit cards. The clue is I can't stop looking at them. That's tit cards. I can't stop looking at them. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were tit cards. The clue was I can't stop looking at them. It was, of course, distract. OK, on to another letters game. Let's ramp up the tension. It's time for the tension round. In this game, we're playing for double points. The pressure's on. John, you love the tension round, right? You think you're going to be OK?
Fuck you.
Yo, you can't be doing that around me. It just gives me flashbacks, man.
What, to the crocodiles?
To Norwich.
Yeah, to Norwich. Shootouts between farmers. That's my pheasant, you know.
How do you think you're going to cope, John? Pretty good?
I eat a lot of vegan food, and this round is a real problem for me.
What about you, Harriet? How do you cope with the...
I don't like sudden, unexpected things.
You need to stop. Jimmy, you need to stop. Of all the time I've known you and doubted you're a real human being, never has it been more relevant now. You aren't even flickering. There's noises going off, there's nothing happening at all. We're all going like that, and you're like, what is this thing called fear? It is horrible, this. I've never done this before.
Have you not done this round before?
Is this a regular feature?
Yeah,
I've
do
never
you think
done
you'll
this.
cope well?
No, I won't, not at my age, with my heart.
What are the things that are going off?
What are the things that are going on?
Yeah, where is this? What do they look like?
If you really want to scare Harriet, you should just have a sound effect of...
So So, John, Harriet, you get to pick the letters. Just pick the letters.
Why are you saying it like that? you said it like as if...
Just pick them quickly.
I'll just get this out. I'm sure everything will be fine.
No. Don't press it. Don't press it.
What does that do?
Don't press it.
How's you standing up going to help?
Consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel.
Can I ask one favour?
Yeah.
When we're doing this, can you just hold one of my ears and I'll hold the other one? Just like
Yeah, but
this.
what about me?
What? Your ear's gone.
Well, I'll
okay,
tell you
let's-
what, do me a favour then, I'll do that, but I'm going to be short now. Can you put that finger in that ear? You know, I've got this weird body. It's not my ears that get affected, it's actually my penis. I'm going to have to hold my penis. You know that security blanket of having to hold it? In fact, I'll do that, you hold my penis.
In court, the comedian Lee Mack's defence was that he has to clutch his penis when he's scared. Vowel, consonant, vowel.
O-P...
Hold my ear, please.
U.
Consonant,
R.
vowel,
O.
consonant,
It's too many O's.
B.
vowel.
E.
OK, it's time for the tension round. Double points for anything you get in this round. Your time starts now.
I don't like it!
That wasn't too bad, was it, Lee?
What? Does it stop eventually, the ringing?
How did you do? How many letters?
Well, I've got a very appropriate one, actually. 5 letters.
5 letters.
Pooer.
Is that a word, Susie?
Of course it is. It's poo a word.
Poo is in.
Well, who's doing all the pooing?
No pooer.
Of course there's a pooer! To poo, it's a verb, right? Tell me who's doing the pooing and we can move on.
Pooist.
The pooist? The pooist.
OK, Munya, how many?
I got 6.
You got 6, OK. John, how many?
Yeah, 6.
Harriet?
6.
Harriet, what's your 6?
Booger.
Booger.
Get up your nose.
A booger.
And just so you know, Susie, if it's not in, I want to know who's been doing all the booging.
Yes, it's in.
Booger. Oh. John, your 6?
I had booger also.
And Munya, your 6?
I got probed, which is how I got the booger.
I mean, there was an even better one there, which is GoProbed, which is where they put a GoPro inside.
Those are double points because it's the tension round. So that's 12 points to both teams. David, Susie, could they have done any better?
Susie found a good 7-letter word.
Which was?
Well, just grouped.
So at the end of that, Lee and Munya are in the lead with 29 points. OK, time to go across the dictionary corner. What have you got for us, David O'Doherty?
I think what I might have here, I think it's fair to say, Susie, it could be the greatest tale ever told. And like many of the great tales, it takes place in Norwich. I did a gig there, and the guy in the front row, he works in the zoo. I just had one question for him. What's the best thing that's ever happened in your zoo? And he doesn't even pause to think. He just says, a capuchin monkey escaped on the back of a goose. So in the zoo outside Norwich, the monkeys live on Monkey Island, and there's a sort of a Shawshank Redemption monkey with a taste for freedom, and he befriends a goose that lives in the waters of Monkey Island. And on this particular day, the wind must be blowing in the right direction because the monkey beckons the goose onto the island, and suddenly he sprints towards the goose and jumps on his back and screams in his ear, "Fly, you flappy prick." I don't know what he said, but it was something like that. And get this, the goose starts to flap, and 5 flaps in, they actually take off. There's a school group watching from the mainland of the zoo, and they can't believe, they get the zookeeper over, and they're like, sorry, see that? Is that common? And the zookeeper says, no, that's the best thing that's ever happened in the history of nature and aviation. But 15 flaps in, physics starts to kick in, and the goose starts to list to the side, and the monkey holds on as long as he can till he can't, and then he just falls and lands, slams against the ground, and the zookeeper rushes over and lovingly picks them up and says, he's actually fine. They've thick skulls from falling out of trees. He'll be grand in an hour, and just puts him in a boat and rows him back to Monkey Island. And an hour later, the monkey wakes up, and he's like, freedom! Ah, shit. And that's the best metaphor for Brexit I've ever heard.
Wow. David Doherty, everyone. And here is your final teaser. The words are final tug. The clue is this isn't working. That's final tug. This isn't working. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were final tug. The clue was this isn't working. It was, of course, faulting. OK, time for our final letters game. Lee, Munya, your turn to choose.
What do you want, Munya?
I would love at least 2 vowels.
A and U.
Can I have a consonant, please?
Z.
Oh, good, a Z, to go with the U. Sticking with the consonant in, there might be a Q sneaking in there. Oh, I'll have a consonant.
T.
Let's have another vowel.
E.
Let me get a D.
B, that'll do.
I'll take that.
Give you a B.
And then another one of them.
T.
OK, you've got to get a vowel in there now.
Do a T. If you could give me an O right now, I will add you on LinkedIn.
Oh, it's an O.
Hey, there we go.
OK, while you're doing that, I'm going to listen to my voicemails. Your time starts now.
You have 2 new messages. Hi, Jimmy. Rachel Riley here. I just wanted to say sorry for calling you a disgusting pervert who wears cheap suits. I've thought about it, and, well, they're not that cheap, are they?
Hi, Jimmy. It's Joe Wilkinson here. I'm just doing a skydive, but I've got a horrible feeling I've left my parachute in your hallway. So can you check for me? If you're there, pick up, because it's pretty urgent.
Lee, how many?
Talk to someone else, I'm busy.
Munya, how many?
It's a 5 from me, Jimbo.
Harriet?
5.
5, OK. John?
A 6.
OK, Harriet, let's go to your 5.
Butte.
Butte, as in, yeah, what a beaut.
Yeah. Hey, wait, buttes.
If you're going to start doing Australian words, I'm going to start doing Zimbabwean words. And trust me, there's a lot of letters that go to them.
It's not buttes, I imagine, is...
That's my cousin.
Yeah.
I haven't declared yet.
Oh, go on, how many?
6.
What a fucking surprise.
Have a guess what it is, Jimmy. Buttes.
Can't believe you used my word against me.
Well,
OK.
it's your word against mine.
Munya, what's your 5?
I got boast.
Boast. John, your 6?
Astute.
That's good.
6 points to both teams. David, Susie, could they have done any better?
Susie's found a 7-letter word. I'm imagining it's of French extraction. Battus.
It's all about the beaters driving the game towards the hunters.
So, John, Harriet have 33. Lee and Munya have 35.
High points, actually.
So, fingers on buzzers, time for our crucial countdown conundrum. Your time starts now.
Oh, sorry. I thought the answer was countdown.
Is it pendulum?
No. What do you mean, is it pendulum? How are you spelling pendulum?
Bro, I never said it was this guy.
Start the clock.
Well, well, well.
Who buzzed in?
I did.
John.
I did. It was
John.
me.
Plummeted. I think I'm wrong.
John, you're saying plummeted. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Plummeted. The scores are Munya and Lee have a very respectable 35. John and Harriet have 43. Congratulations, John and Harriet. You're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Rug. Thanks to all our panelists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.
Their pain is real and so is the brotherhood. Older and definitely not wiser. Jackass Forever, tomorrow at 10:05. And from Jackass to Jack and Danny, Big Boys back for Series 2 and for a new year of uni, starting Sunday at 10 on Channel 4.